Come on in, join Mills' day. It's vlog magic in every way. I am house sitting today, so we have a little bit of a change of scene. So yesterday when I left you, I was on page 94, which is chapter 9. I obviously posted a vlog, I think it was around 7:30 yesterday. It's normally 8ish time that I post it, depending on how quickly I am to edit it. So I then went to bed, started continuing to read this and got up to page 196. So I read 102 extra pages yesterday. It's good. It's good. Okay, so last time I left with you guys, we had smoker dude who was called Joe, and something's happened. I've now found out her mother died. She blames herself, but I don't know why she's blaming herself. But her mother's died, and she threw her phone in the water and never said anything again to Joe. So Joe doesn't know that her mother died. Joe doesn't know anything about her life. Joe doesn't know what happened to Heather. So she's dating Dom. I've started to not like Dom, I've got to say. So Dom had leukemia as a kid. He's got a brother called Seth. She turns up to the house. I knew this was coming. I could feel it in my gut. She turns up to the house. Seth, Joseph, the brother, is her previous lover, who his life just isn't great, and her life isn't great without the other. She's now engaged to Dom. There's so much stuff happening, but her and Joe have kissed and they're drawn to each other. The night she got engaged to Dom, she's kissed Joe, or Seth, or Joseph, depending on what you want to call him. Yeah, I think this book's going to hurt. I have a feeling, we've only got a little bit left, but I have a feeling I now understand what that prologue is. And when that happens, I don't think I'm going to be okay. So yeah, technically 102 pages. I don't know whether to count them as today's vlog because it's the 4th, or to count them on the 3rd. I do not know. So yeah, that is the problem I had. But that will happen sometimes. Like obviously I've left the 2 bookmarks to show you where I was and where I got to. And therefore it's also day 4 of Advent. I'm at my auntie's house, so I have a feeling she might have a ruler. So we're going to go have a nosy and see if I can do day 4 with a ruler and then read what I'm guessing is going to be the 12 pages of this. Okay, I guess this is like a cake serving. I actually don't know what this sort of knife is. Someone tell me what this sort of knife is, but I've done it. It's done it so well. Like, that is the biggest rip I did on the whole of the day. Like, the rest of the day, there's no rips. My goodness, it's already gotten day 4 and she's finally managed to open the book with what I guess is a cake server. Let me go put this back before my auntie thinks, why on earth has Mills got a cake server out in my house? Okay, so when we last left off, Augustine had just run off saying, by the way, he's got a girlfriend. So we are starting on page 53, and I'm going to guess we're going to go up to page 65. Yes, we are. We get 12 pages again. I think I'm starting to see the trend here. So let's read the 12 pages, and I'll let you know what I'm thinking. She's saying like her boyfriend doesn't normally have an interest. Her brother doesn't normally have an interest in people. So the fact that she's got an interest in asking her that, she's like, ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so Augustine has worked out that she won't eat certain foods, she hides away, she doesn't exercise, and he's trying to get her out of her comfort zone. He's like, you're not brave, you're being a scaredy cat. Aww. So she was going to their house for a meal and there was like melted cheese and she was like, oh, I can't eat that, it's too many calories. So he got her an apple. Oh, it's really cute. I still love it. I know a lot of people have had issues with the book and people are getting upset there's a couple of spelling mistakes, but it was French originally and it was translated into English, so there are going to be a few teething issues. That's just life. But I actually am really enjoying the concept of this. Okay, I'm going to dive back into this and have some breakfast, and I'll see you guys later because I haven't got probably too much to tell you about today. See you later.
I knew I didn't like Dom, that little scumbag. So he's collapsed. Evelyn, so many names, has rushed to hospital after getting a phone call from Joe, Seth, Joseph, and she's found this S necklace on his floor ages ago, and he said it's from an old hookup. And there's a doctor called Dr. Sarah Nelson, and she introduces herself as his fiance, and Sarah goes, that's funny, I'm his girlfriend. Ah! Dom, you cheating, lying, scummy man. Like, now she can run off with Joe. I don't even like Joe that much. I don't want her to be with any of them. I just want Evelyn to choose herself at this point. These men are awful. They're awful. And if I think it's going where it's going, it deserves to happen that way.
Okay, I'm done house sitting. I'm just going back to mine. Oh, it's so much colder today than it was yesterday, for me being like, oh, the weather's not that bad. It's bloody freezing now. It's so cold. I am probably about 50 pages off finishing Beautiful Graves. I don't know how I feel about it. It's odd. It's very odd. I haven't got my mic on, so you're probably hearing all the background noise, but it's too rainy and I couldn't bother to get out. Yeah, it's I don't know how I feel. There's one scene where Joe's just said he's done something inappropriate and it's broken me. Like, I sat there and cried for a little bit, so that was good.
I'm back at mine, and I just had some book mail delivered, and I think I ordered this the day before yesterday, 2 days ago. It came so quickly. So this is To Cage a Wild Bird by Brooke Fast. This is published by Wayward, which is part of Penguin, and I have wanted to read this. I've seen so many people have an advance copy of this, and I was so jealous. So, firstly, it's just so pretty with this reversible jacket as well. It's just stunning. I have a feeling I'm gonna love this. So it says, a deadly prison, a forbidden romance, a fight for survival. In the city of Diviadum, the law is simple. Commit a crime and your punishment is a life sentence in Enlock, a prison where the wealthy hunt inmates for sport. This seems a little bit dark and twisted. Raventhorn is Diviadum's most notorious bounty hunter living on the edge of society. But when her younger brother Jed is sentenced to Enlock, Raven will do anything to save him, even if it means getting herself arrested. Trapped in a prison where danger lurks around every corner, Raven must use all her cunning and strength to protect Jed and herself, if she's to complete her perilous mission. But there's one obstacle she never expected. The prison guard who stirs something deep inside her, the man she should hate, the man whose true motives seem impossible to pin down. In a world where trust is a weapon and love is a liability, Raven can't afford for her heart to get involved. So yeah, I am putting this on my... It's got red sprayed edge! I just spotted that! How did I not spot that to begin with? I'm putting this on my post 10 before the end treat. 100%. So yeah, I got this from the TikTok shop. It was on a really good deal. It had free shipping. Couldn't resist. Okay. I finished Beautiful Graves. It's done. I didn't cry, but I wanted to. But I held it in because I got the makeup on today, so I tried not to cry. I don't know if I expect it to be like this. I've read a lot of LJ Shen books, and whilst they're normally spicy, a bit dark, a bit twisted, I don't think I've read anything by her yet that's as heartbreaking as this. You kind of hate everyone at every different point in the book, and then you kind of just think, I give up, and then you kind of get hope again. Forever and ever and ever. Yeah, it was beautiful. Beautiful written book. It had a good amount of trauma in it for me. It had a good amount of spice. You meet this girl called Evelyn, or Eva, or Lind, and then you have Joseph, Joe, Seth, and then you've just got Dominic Dom. He doesn't have a third name. I feel like he didn't have, well, maybe actually. He's a cheat, so maybe if his girlfriend, maybe he did have a third name. They didn't tell us though. And she meets Joe when she's younger. Her mum passes away. She meets Dominic when she's older. They're brothers. She ends up back in Joe's life, and Dominic kind of ruins it. How else to say it? It was really good. I want one chapter from Joe's point of view. That's the one thing I think is missing. I'm going to give it 4 stars. 5 stars would have been to get one chapter from Joe's view, and then I would have been happy just to know either how he felt when he first saw her, how he felt at the end. Obviously he says how he feels and we know it, but I like to know from their point of view. So yeah, someone's tooting outside as well. Excuse me, that's so rude while I'm trying to film this. I now have to pick my next one. So we've done Marry Me, book 1. We've now done Beautiful Graves. So 2 of the chunkier ones. I'm having a look, and I don't want to read The Kiss Feet because this is where you see my process of picking. That's LJ Shen, and I want to save the Mafia one. I probably will read that one closer to the end. Anathema is quite a chunky one. It's dark fantasy. It might be a good one to do to get a fantasy one done because I've got a few fantasies left. Mate, I know I'm going to love, so I'm going to leave that nearer to the end when I'm struggling. Like Snowy Fall, I think is going to have trauma. Love You Mean It could be good. Bit of Grumpy Sunshine, but I've just done like true romance. I'm definitely leaving Fairy Tale till the very end. I know that for a fact because this is the stupidest idea I've ever taken on. And then we've got Curse of Shadows and Ice, and I love Katharina Moore, so it's between these 2. But I think I'm going to go Anathema, which I've surprised myself with. I didn't think, the writing is tiny. 600 pages of 10 writing. I didn't think I'd be here this early on in my journey, but
I've got to get some of the ones I'm a little bit scared to read out the way. I'm not scared of this, I just think it's fantasy, so I'm not able to binge quickly, which is why I don't leave it too close to Fairy Tale. Whereas this one has bigger writing and is much shorter, I'll be able to binge it. So yeah, we're gonna go with Anathema. It says, you see the dead girl, but have you ever stared death in the face yourself? There are whispers of what lurks in which now the forest where sinners perish. The villagers call it the Eating Woods because what's taken is never returned. Only those who've lost their sense would dare to go near it, or the banished. Mavis Bronwick knows better than to enter the misty labyrinth, but tragedy forces her beyond the archway of bones into a dark, fantastical world. There dwells Zevander Ryadin, the cursed lord of Eidolon. See, I know I'm going to struggle with some of these words. A cold-blooded assassin tasked with hiding her from the magewood that seeks her death. I also just make up spellings and like words in my head. Zevander must protect Maeve, whose blood can break his curse, but his growing obsession with her threatens to destroy everything, including himself. Oof, this could be a good one. I think this could be dark and twisted and good. It's Evermore, so we know the spice is going to be good. I have yet to read an Evermore book that hasn't had the good balance of spice. I also wanted to go for a walk because obviously I've been trapped inside all day. It's torrential rain outside. So yeah, I'm not going for a walk. This is probably the most boring vlog, but I finished the second book, so yay! It's the 4th and I've done 2 books. I'm very proud of myself. I'm like, every 2 days, I need to finish a book and I'm doing it. Oh yeah. Okay, see you guys. I'll let you know a chapter in, initial thoughts. I think sometimes you can tell my initial thoughts from chapter in. My aim is to not DNF any of them. That's my aim, because I've committed to them. Let's go. So a little side note, I'm not really a DNFer. I normally just pause it, but it's because it's the month of December and it's my 10 for the end, I can't pause them. So when I say DNF, I'm yet to not pick the book back up and finish it, I don't think. I think I always end up picking it back up. I just pause it for a time being. Look, I'm 30. I know the books I like. I tend not to pick books I'm not gonna like. Apart from that one Abby Jimenez book this year and that Saddle Up, but I still read them both. I just hated my journey. So I'm hoping this isn't going to lead to a DNF or a pause. I'm a little bit nervous if you can't tell. Let's go.